Now, we all already knew going into the Universal God of Destruction tournament that Hit was going to be Universe 6's trump card, but in the latest episode of Dragon Ball Super episode 35, Hit actually made his debut, his presence known against his own teammate Frost by doing something that nobody has ever seen before within Dragon Ball. What's going on, Dragon Ball fans? Welcome back to another Dragon Ball Super update. Today, we are going to be discussing the overall outcomes as to what happened in Dragon Ball Super episode 35, in particular, going into the topic of Universe 6's Hit and what kind of powers this Hit possess. Now, going back and looking at what happened with Frost, I think it was safe to say that we've never seen a technique like that used within Dragon Ball, and of course the reasons for that was because Hit didn't even have to move an inch in order for him to completely knock out Frost. What he did instead was use some sort of a mental technique to where these little holes were coming out of Frost's body and they were emitting some sort of a light. There were beams all throughout of Frost's body, and that practically caused Frost to absolutely go down, and he just got knocked out because towards the end we see Frost saying to Hit, he was like, I have no idea what's going on, what in the world is happening to me. He fell down and he was completely knocked out. Of course he wasn't dead, and then after that we saw Vados, hiding behind rocks, and she was like, well, I guess I didn't have to come here after all. Of course, Hit being known as the legendary mercenary, the legendary hitman. Now, we don't necessarily know what that means. Perhaps maybe he's a hired gun for the gods, just a warrior sent out there to do their dirty work, and seeing what he did with Frost raises a lot of questions, because if he was able to just completely knock someone like that out without even moving an inch, can you imagine what he can really do if he were to really go all out and just try his best? I mean, for me personally, I would love to see what Hit is capable of at max power, although I highly doubt they're going to showcase Hit using his max power in this tournament. For me, I would love to see it, but something gives off that vibe that perhaps maybe he's not going to go all in, but if he does, according to what happened thus far in Dragon Ball Super, it will indeed be against Monaka. Now, Monaka, another very mysterious character, in which case Whis was, telling Beerus, hey, are you going to tell everybody who he really is, or are you just going to keep it on the hush-hush? And Beerus got really upset at that. He's like, I'm not going to say nothing until this is all over and done with. So, who is Monaka? What does he represent? Who is Hit? And what does he represent? Very interesting here, because again, we didn't really know where Vados, came up with recruiting Hit. We don't know where she gathered him from, what planet he's from. We don't even know what kind of species he stems from. So again, there are a lot of mysteries that surround Hit, but I would like to know from you guys down in the comment section below as to if you guys believe he is stronger than a Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, or if you guys even believe that Hit just might be more powerful than Monaka, or vice versa. Comment down below and let me know, because I am very interested to know what kind of powers Hit possesses, because again, if he's able to attack your body from the inside without even moving, that just actually goes to show that he's able to do things that no other character is capable of. Now, I made a video a few weeks ago talking about his possible mental techniques, and again, we've never really seen a character use like the psychic realm in order to get the best of his opponents. So I think Hit just might be one of the few characters to instead of showcasing raw brute power, he might just defeat you with his mind. He might just go on ahead and use mental techniques, psychic techniques. Again, it's not impossible to believe that. It's not irrational to believe that someone like this can possess those powers, because all throughout Dragon Ball we've never really seen someone use their mind, or like just literally put their minds to use and have someone almost spontaneously combust. Because I thought Frost was gonna burst for a second there. I thought he was gonna be reduced to Swiss cheese, but ultimately he was knocked out and he was brought back by Hit back to the tournament realm. And so for me personally, I do think, and I do stand by this, that yes, both Hit and Monaka are definitely stronger than Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyans for the time being. I don't think that in the realm of power that Goku and Vegeta are going to surpass these guys as of right now. But of course, the future holds many mysteries, and I was very shocked to see the technique that he used, because we saw like these crystal shards behind him. So I don't know what he did exactly, but whatever it was, it played into his advantage, and he was able to completely knock someone out without even touching them. So of course, Hit has his own agenda. He was promised the cube if he wins the tournament. So whatever purpose he has the cube for is unknown. Maybe he wants to travel from universe to universe to be a higher gun, or perhaps maybe he has a higher agenda. Maybe he wants the Dragon Balls for himself to make a wish or two about something that he's always wanted. So again, I just think that Hit possesses mental techniques and psychic techniques that we've never seen before, and the living proof of that was what we saw with Frost. I mean, Frost had these holes emerge from his body, beginning with like the center of his head, and there were beams, like like shooting out of his body. So I have no idea what Hit implanted in him or what he did, but whatever it was, it caused Frost to literally have like a seizure while these things were happening, and then ultimately he just dropped down and he said, you know, what in the world happened, and he just dropped. So I mean, Frost didn't even realize what the heck was going on before he even got knocked out in the first place. Go back and watch it. The episodes are already out, so you can go on ahead and see it for yourselves. Frost was very surprised as to what happened, and Frost showed a huge sign of fear once he saw Hit. So that is living proof, because the moment he turned around, he saw Hit, he was terrified out of his mind. Now, mind you, I mean, Frost witnessed both Super Saiyan Goku, Super Saiyan Vegeta. You know, he fought Piccolo, and he wasn't really scared one bit. He was filled with confidence and whatnot, so he had that drive going into those battles. But the second he saw Hit, he was just terrified. You saw within his face. He even stepped back for a second. He didn't know what to do until Hit stepped forward, and then that was the be-all end-all for him. So I do think that going into the Universal God Destruction finale, Hit will definitely battle Monaka. As I predicted, I thought that Goku was gonna fight Hit in the finals, but it turns out that I believe that Hit will definitely fight Goku, and of course Goku will be eliminated for the second time, which is gonna lead to Monaka, because the whole premise of Monaka being built up thus far as Beerus's trump card is gonna be put into fruition, because I do think Monaka will in fact demonstrate his power against Hit. Now that's gonna be such an interesting showcase, because we don't know what either character can do, and perhaps maybe one of those characters needs the other in order for them to get pushed to their very cores to using all their powers. So that's going to be really cool to see, because can you imagine if Hit forces Monaka to use all of his power, and vice versa, Monaka forces Hit to use all of his power? So it's going to be one for the history books, but in my opinion, I do believe that Hit in fact does stand a credible chance to go up against Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku, and Vegeta with no problem. Now I do think that the gods may give him a run for his money, but ultimately I do think he is going to clean house with Goku and Vegeta, which is going to lead into Monaka stepping in again. My prediction is that I think that Hit definitely possesses powers that are far greater than a Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan. But now I would like to know from you guys, in terms of what kind of an attack did Hit use on Frost? Like, what the heck was that? Comment down below and let me know, because I am very curious to know if you guys think it's some sort of psychic ability, if it's some sort of mental attack, if it has to do with one's spirit within them. Like, I would love to know what you guys ultimately thought that attack was, and if he's able to do that to Frost with little to no effort, what is he truly able to do when he's at his max? So comment down below and let me know your overall thoughts on Hit, because again, I would like to read what other people have to say about this, because again, my theory behind this is that in fact he does have unique psychic abilities which allows him to tear his opponents up from the inside, which is very interesting, because you know, we had Frieza, we had Cell, we had Beerus, we had Majin Buu. If you want to count the movie characters, we had Janemba, we had Broly, we had Bojack, we had Super Android 13. We had so many characters display almost the same moveset over and over again. It was always someone attacking you from the outside, but now it looks like we finally have a character that might just attack you from the inside. Aside from Majin Buu, in which case he was able to absorb you, he was able to go inside your body and make you burst and stuff. This is really, really cool. Now, I would love to see what, you know, Hit can bring to the table, and I truly wonder if these attacks could work on a Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan with them having God Ki. Now, I want to ask you guys, do you guys believe that the legendary Hitman has God energy? Do you guys think that Hit has God Ki? Do you guys believe that Monaka has God Ki? I would love to know your overall thoughts on that, and no, we're not talking about any other character aside from just Hit, so I would like to know the overall premise on that and your overall thoughts on that, because after watching Dragon Ball Super episode 35, I mean, it was really, really awesome, because there's so much lore building up as to who these characters are and what the heck is going on, because you know, just when we thought that Frost was going to do something sneaky, Hit just came along. I don't even know how Hit saw him, because the entire time, like, Hit just had his eyes closed, he was meditating, he was just doing his thing, and then the second Frost just wanders off, he just appeared out of nowhere and just knocked him out without even touching him. I mean, the day you finally knock someone out without even touching them says that you are indeed a problem. And as I was saying for the last couple of weeks, Hit is going to be one of those guys. He is going to be one of those guys to push our heroes and possibly destroy them, with the exception of Monaka, because a lot of you guys are saying, he's going to be weak. I don't think that's the case. I think that it's gonna be a showdown between Monaka and Hit. But comment down below, let me know your overall thoughts and opinions as to how powerful Hit is and what kind of powers you guys think he possesses. And once again, guys, thank you all for watching. If you guys are Dragon Ball fans, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. That way you guys don't miss a single Dragon Ball episode. If you guys enjoyed, if you guys cannot wait to see more, if you guys cannot wait to see Hit in action, then smash that like button. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Tune in for more. Again, I mean, I'm just so excited about this because Hit is gradually becoming one of my favorite characters on Team Universe 6, only because there is a mysterious lore behind him. He's so quiet, he's so cunning, and as we saw with Frost, he was so sneaky and in a very clever way, he was able to knock someone out without even them realizing what the heck was going on, because Frost didn't know where he was, what he was doing. All I know is that he was knocked out and he was brought back to the arena, so that was really cool. Now again, comment down below, do you guys think the gods can handle him, or do you guys think that ultimately enough, Hit's gonna eliminate them both, in which case it's gonna boil down to Hit versus someone else? Or if you guys even believe that the legendary Hitman has to do with a different universe per se, maybe Varus went out there to a different universe to get someone even stronger than any of the ones in Universe 6, because the ones in Universe 6 thus far are very, very weak, as we saw with most of the current characters. So comment down below and let me know, guys. Once again, thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. God bless you all, and I'll be seeing each and every single one of you guys down in the comments section below. Take it easy, everybody. Peace.